Good afternoon and welcome to my Heads newsletter for Friday the 6th of November. I do hope that you're well. The last week has absolutely flown by here at Hillfort. It's been quite incredible how a week has gone, and it's been quite a week, what with lockdown beginning to start. And on those grounds, I think we're going to keep going with these types of bulletins and video blogs, if you like, to help with the communication and to keep parents informed. Of course, if parents prefer to have their information via text, via the written form, then we will be putting a summary of this bulletin on the website, as well as all of the usual things that we do around Facebook, Twitter, that kind of thing. Speaking of Twitter, we've had a retweet from David Walliams this week. We managed to get hold of from Liskeard Bookshop on launch day the new David Walliams book. I read out to all of the junior children, the Key Stage 2 children, years 3, 4, 5 and 6, the first chapter. We awarded a few copies and put that out on social media. It was absolutely lovely to see children begin to get engrossed in a book. Really grateful for Liskeard Bookshop delivering us a few copies. Great place to get some Christmas gifts maybe. But then to get a tweet and a retweet from David Walliams, that was pretty cool. So looking to get children into reading nice and early. I'm also just about to award the head boy and head girl badges for the coming year. We had an incredible election just before the half term. I was actually so surprised. It was wonderful. So many children who, having prepared speeches, came along, did their speeches to the whole school via Microsoft Teams, and I'm announcing, if I put my teeth in, I'm announcing the winners to the children in just a few moments. But as I reach across, I can say that huge congratulations to James, to Noah, to Izzy and to Crystal. They will be representing the school alongside the student councillors as our head boy, head girl team for the coming year. Huge congratulations. And I should say, on a slightly more sombre note, children here have also produced wreaths to mark Remembrance Sunday. Obviously, the 11th of the 11th is coming up soon. This Sunday is the nearest Sunday to that. And I can say that although we're not allowed to do educational visits and trips just at the moment in the normal way, at least Hillfort will be represented up at the Liskeard War Memorial, and I think that's a really important thing as part of what we do to prepare children for their lives in Cornwall and in Britain. So that's something. Turning to matters away from children's achievement and talking about site safety and COVID, a huge thank you to those of you who have put on the face masks outside. I know for some folk there are dispensations, and that's even true of some of the Hillfort colleagues, but these things, you know, they're not pleasant. Nobody enjoys wearing them, and I'm really grateful to folk who have worn them. Ultimately, who knows if it's going to make much of a difference, but every little counts, and if we just keep that one person safer by doing that extra little bit, then that's got to be a good thing. So thank you for that. It's genuinely appreciated. I think one of the things as well that can help to keep people safe is keeping the number of adults on site as low as possible. So if possible, if only one adult comes to collect. So rather than mum and dad or mum and gran or whoever it happens to be, if it's just one adult coming to collect, that would be really helpful. That will reduce numbers on site. And if at all possible, I know sometimes it's a little bit difficult, but we have opened the gate up and that seems to have improved the flow. But if we can make sure we are socially distancing whilst on site, that would be really, really helpful too, and certainly reassuring to folk. I've also been on a meeting today of various organisations and companies and charities and the churches in and around Liskeard. One really positive piece of news if you haven't seen it, is that over the Christmas break, Cornwall Council will be providing food for those children who are eligible for free school meals. So the impact of Marcus Rashford, Manchester United star footballer, eking its way, seeping down to Cornwall too. So that's really good news. We'll put up again on our Facebook page the hyperlink to the Cornwall website where you can apply for that, especially if your income has dropped relatively recently, for example, going on furlough, something like that. You might well find that you're eligible. Of course, you will get the free school meals. The school also gets an additional payment to support your child. And other than a little bit of paperwork, which is a bit of a faff, there's no real reason not to. So we'll get that back up onto the Facebook page. In terms of the Christmas provision, well, I think they're just deciding at the moment how they do that, food boxes, vouchers, that kind of thing. And I will certainly come back to folk and announce exactly what it's going to be once that decision has been made. And that's that item. So it's going to be a different weekend. Certainly my football club were desperately disappointed that we can't do training. And, you know, it might be a very different weekend this weekend. But whatever you get up to, however you spend it, I do hope that you keep well, you stay safe, and you get something out of it that's really, really positive. So looking forward to seeing folk on the gate on Monday, and I wish you all the very best. Bye-bye now.